Welcome to this audiobook summary of the Ant Philosophy, It's Not Over Until You Win by Tyler Andrew Cole. In a world that changes quickly and often feels uncertain, many people believe success depends on luck, talent, or perfect timing. But this book offers a different message, one inspired by one of the smallest creatures on Earth, the ant. An ant does not have great physical strength. It does not have advanced intelligence or special advantages. Yet ants build complex homes, store food for the future, survive difficult seasons, and work together with incredible discipline. How do they do it? They follow a simple philosophy: never quit, always prepare, stay positive, work together, and keep moving forward no matter what stands in the way. In this audiobook, we will explore 5 powerful principles drawn from the life of ants. These principles are simple, practical, and easy to apply. They can help you change the way you think about challenges, failure, and success. If you find value in this journey, make sure to subscribe and follow for more summaries that inspire growth and action. Now, let us begin with the first principle of the ant philosophy. Chapter 1: Keep going. No matter what. An ant never stops. When it faces a stone in its path, it does not sit there and complain. It does not turn back and give up. Instead, it simply goes around the obstacle. If the way is blocked, it looks for another way. For the ant, a closed path is not the end of the journey. It is only a small problem that needs a different solution. This simple behavior carries a powerful message. In life, roads may close. Plans may fail. People may say no. But that does not mean the story is over. The ant never says, "It's finished." It keeps moving with quiet determination. It understands something important: obstacles are part of the journey, not the end of it. Many people believe success belongs only to the most intelligent or the most talented. But often, success belongs to the most persistent. The person who refuses to quit has a strong advantage. Talent may open the first door, but persistence keeps knocking when doors are closed. The ant may be small, but its determination is endless. When one door closes, look for a gap, a corner, or a turn. There is almost always another path. It may not be the path you first imagined, but it can still lead you forward. Flexibility and patience are powerful tools. Instead of stopping, adjust. Instead of complaining, move. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. There will be days when results are slow and progress feels invisible. During those times, it is easy to feel tired or discouraged. But remember the ant. It continues step by step, even when the distance is long. Small steps, repeated daily, create movement. The message of this chapter is simple and clear: keep going. Even when it is hard. Even when success feels far away. Even when you question your ability. Do not stop. Because as long as you continue moving, the journey is not over. Chapter 2: Think about the future without fear. An ant gathers food during the summer because it knows winter will come. It does not wait for the cold days to arrive before taking action. It prepares early. Yet, while it works hard, it does not live in daily fear of winter. It moves with calm focus and quiet confidence. This balance between preparation and peace is one of the most powerful lessons we can learn. Preparing for the future does not mean worrying about it all the time. Many people confuse planning with anxiety. They think that thinking about tomorrow means feeling stressed today. But the ant shows us a different way. It prepares because it is wise, not because it is afraid. Preparation is an act of strength, not panic. Being ready for tomorrow allows you to live today with more freedom. When you save money, build skills, or work steadily toward your goals, you reduce future pressure. You create stability. At the same time, it is important to live fully in the present moment. Work hard today. Give your best effort now. The future is built from strong days, one after another. Success requires long-term vision. A single moment of excitement or motivation is not enough. Real growth happens when you stay committed beyond the first burst of energy. The ant does not collect food for one day. It prepares for an entire season. In the same way, lasting success comes from steady action guided by clear direction. When you plan calmly, you make better decisions. Fear often pushes people to rush or avoid action completely. But a peaceful mind sees clearly. When you are calm, you can think wisely, act confidently, and adjust when needed. Fear weakens focus, but preparation strengthens it. The message of this chapter is simple: preparation is half of success. True success begins when you plan with a steady heart, not a fearful one. Be ready for tomorrow, but live today with strength and purpose. Before we continue this audiobook, don't forget to support us with a like and subscribe. Chapter 3: Realistic Optimism. When an ant leaves its nest to search for food, it moves with quiet confidence. It acts as if it believes food is out there waiting to be found. But it does not rely on belief alone. It searches carefully, checking every corner, climbing over small obstacles, and exploring different paths. It does not assume success will be easy, it simply trusts that effort will lead to results. This is the heart of realistic optimism. Realistic optimism is not about dreaming without action. It is not about wishing for a better life while doing nothing to create it. True optimism is a combination of hope and work. You believe something good is possible, and then you take steps toward it every day. The ant does not sit outside its nest hoping food will appear. It moves, searches, and tries again if needed. At the same time, realistic optimism means keeping your expectations balanced. If you expect perfect results immediately, you may feel disappointed when progress is slow. Growth often happens little by little. The ant may search for a long time before finding something valuable, but it does not become frustrated. It understands that patience is part of the process. It is also important not to underestimate yourself. Some people lower their goals because they doubt their ability. They think success is for others, not for them. The ant never questions its worth because of its size. It simply focuses on what it can do. In the same way, believe in your potential, even if you are still growing. Be ready for great success, but do not reject small success. A small step forward is still progress. A small improvement is still growth. The ant carries one small piece at a time, and eventually it builds something strong and complete. Big achievements are often the result of many small efforts combined. The message of this chapter is simple: optimism must turn into action. Hope that does not move becomes an illusion. But hope that takes steps, even small ones, becomes real progress. Believe in the possibility of success, and then walk toward it, one steady step at a time. Chapter 4: Teamwork. The shorter path to success. Ants live in colonies that operate with amazing harmony. Each ant has a role, and every role matters. Some gather food, others protect the nest, and others care for the young. No ant works alone, and no ant says, "This is not my job." Together, they create a system that is strong, organized, and efficient. Their strength does not come from one powerful ant, but from many ants working as one. This teaches us an important lesson: cooperation is not weakness. In fact, it is one of the greatest sources of strength. Many people believe they must do everything alone to prove their value. They hesitate to ask for help because they fear looking incapable. But the truth is, success often grows faster when we work together. You cannot master every skill by yourself. No one is perfect in every area. When you cooperate with people who have strengths different from yours, you become stronger as a team. What you lack, someone else may have. What they struggle with, you may handle easily. Together, your abilities multiply. Teamwork also provides emotional support. Challenges feel lighter when shared. When one person feels tired or discouraged, another can offer encouragement. This shared energy keeps progress moving. Just as ants support each other to carry heavy loads, we too can lift more when we lift together. Building the right circle is essential. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth, who believe in progress, and who push you to improve. A positive environment fuels motivation and confidence. Isolation, on the other hand, often slows down success and increases doubt. The message of this chapter is clear: build a circle of success. Do not work in isolation. When you connect, cooperate, and contribute, you move forward faster and stronger than you ever could alone. Chapter 5: Your size does not define your value. An ant is very small. You can easily miss it if you are not paying attention. Yet despite its size, it builds large colonies, carries loads heavier than its body, and survives in difficult conditions. Its impact is far greater than its appearance. This is a powerful message for anyone who has ever felt too small, too weak, or not important enough to succeed. Many people compare themselves to others and feel discouraged. They look at someone more experienced, more talented, or more confident and begin to doubt their own value. But the ant never measures itself against the world. It focuses only on its task. It moves with purpose, trusting that small effort repeated daily creates real results. Change always begins with a small step. Big transformations rarely happen overnight. They grow slowly, through simple actions done consistently. One small improvement today can lead to a bigger opportunity tomorrow. The ant carries one tiny piece at a time, and in the end, the nest is complete. Never underestimate the value of a small achievement. Finishing a task, learning a new skill, or making a better choice than yesterday may seem simple, but these small victories build confidence. Progress is progress, no matter how small it looks. What matters is movement, not perfection. Waiting to become perfect before you begin will keep you stuck. The ant does not wait to become bigger or stronger before it starts working. It uses what it has and begins immediately. Action creates growth. Movement creates strength. Perfection is not required to move forward. The message of this chapter is clear: your power is not in your size, but in your persistence. What makes you strong is your decision to keep going. Keep taking small steps. Keep believing in your value. Over time, those small steps will create something greater than you ever imagined. In the end, the philosophy of the ant is not just a simple or pleasant story. It is a way of living. It teaches us that success is not about size, talent, or perfect conditions. It is about persistence, preparation, realistic optimism, and teamwork. These small creatures follow clear principles every day, and those principles allow them to build strong and lasting systems. If such tiny creatures can create entire colonies through discipline and cooperation, then we, with all our abilities and resources, can certainly build meaningful lives. The ant does not complain about what it lacks. It focuses on what it can do. It works with patience. It adjusts when necessary. And most importantly, it never decides that the journey is over. Life will not always be easy. There will be obstacles, delays, and unexpected setbacks. There may be moments when you feel tired or discouraged. But remember this powerful truth: it is not over until you win. A challenge is not the end. A failure is not final. As long as you are still trying, your story is still being written. Falling down is part of the journey. What matters most is your response. When an ant is pushed away from its path, it does not stay there. It gets up and continues moving. In the same way, you can always rise again. Every new attempt carries new experience and new strength. The philosophy of the ant reminds us that progress is built step by step. You do not need to change your whole life in one day. You only need to keep moving forward. Small actions, repeated with determination, create powerful results over time. So if you ever feel small or uncertain, remember the ant. Stand up, adjust your path, and begin again. Because the journey continues, and it only truly ends when you decide to stop.